Last week, we were blessed once again by the online hellstorm that is Spotify Wrapped, a period of at least 48 hours where you cannot go on any social media site without seeing somebody you kind of know's most favourite songs of the year. Now, it would be easy to take the piss out of these bandwagoneers, but that wouldn't be entirely fair because this might be one of the last remaining methods we have to actually discover new music. Back in my day, it used to be the radio, and then after that it was stumbling home pissed from a night out and Rage was still on. Spotify Wrapped is actually a great opportunity for those of us who desperately love music but are not sure these days where to find that next song to fall in love with. Did I utilize this amazing tool in the way that it was potentially intended? Fuck no. Too much information all at once. I became overstimulated by the amount of names that I A, didn't recognize, or B, couldn't pronounce. Kind of like some ignorant fuck at a fancy restaurant.
G'day mate, I will have the Parmesan bruschetta.
Too much for my feeble mind. Music has largely degenerated in my life now to something that I do in transit. Like I'm on my way somewhere. At the gym, it's a backing track to getting other shit done. I don't love music any less than I used to. But I suppose I just don't make the time for it in the same way that I used to when I was 16.
When was the last time you squeezed my juice?
I used to have posters of all my favorite bands on my wall, covering my wall. They were like superheroes. I don't know if that's just part of getting older, which is really sad. And I take responsibility for that. That's largely my fault. So once a week, I set aside time now to listen to some new music, a new album from start to finish, in the way that I would a TV show or a new Netflix special or something like that. There's a lot of good music out there. There's a lot of trash, but that's essentially just a reflection of the world. Music is just as good for us. It allows the imagination to fire in ways that nothing else does. Nothing else can. It just requires a bit more thinking, a bit more effort, like reading a book. You never regret reading a book, but it takes a bit more effort than turning on Netflix and watching fucking Friends for the 1800th time. Part of that could be due to the way that music is delivered to us these days. Enter Spotify. We all know the talking points, but just for fun, let's lay them out in bullet form. Spotify are an online streaming platform valued at $13.2 billion US in 2013. They are under constant scrutiny for the piss poor payment of their artists who prop up their company, paid 0.004 cents per stream on any song that has over 1,000 streams. This means a song that has 1 million streams brings in roughly $4,000. Now that sounds like no sneezable amount, but when you think about how much it costs to produce a song that would be likely to get 1 million streams, it doesn't even cover the costs of production, creating it, promoting it, producing all the videos, all the promotional marketing costs involved. They've managed to skirt these accusations by stating that in the 8 years since Spotify has been founded that they have not yet turned a profit. Even fucking McDonald's could say that they didn't make a profit if they fail to say that they also opened 50,000 new restaurants. You know what I mean? Exponential growth. Before you feel too bad for the thankless hours of toil that the company's director, Daniel Ek, has put in without turning a profit, take a look at this cunt's house.
Not bad.
This is why the narrative exists that it's more beneficial to become or to remain an independent artist in this industry, because at least you own the rights to your creations.
Fuck yeah, that's mad.
But as we've all seen in recent times with crypto and NFTs, a thing doesn't have fuck all value until the universal popular consciousness decides that it does. And how does universal popular consciousness decide that a thing has value? These fuckers tell you that it does. They say this thing has value. This is cool. You get some Kardashian-esque motherfucker to vouch for it, and it's cool. All of a sudden it's cool. This whole industry is built on a make-believe currency of cool. Views, streams, beefs in the comment section, outrage, dissension between everyday folk who should probably just be having a beer together instead of punching on, quarreling in the comment section, That's what drives the whole ship forward. This particular machine of operation has been around for a lot longer than Spotify has. A lot longer than Spotify has. They're just the latest in a long line of useless fucks profiteering off people with far more talent than them, but far less sociopathic business acumen. Okay, so what? So what are you gonna do about it? Get online, make a little video, bitch, moan and complaining about the terrible state of things? I would never. I could maybe redirect my frustrations on those around me who don't deserve it at all. You're still using Spotify. You're a part of the problem. Perhaps I could accept that this is just the way of the world. It always has been. There is always going to be people who use and abuse others. I just need to come to terms with this and go meekly off into the sunset. Maybe we could start a revolution. Maybe we need a good cult. We could convince enough people all at once to say, enough is enough. Enough with the profiteering off others for the mindless benefit of your own bottom dollar. But everyone's pretty busy. You know, everyone's got their own stuff going on. So it's tough. Everyone's got their own little wars that they're waging privately and publicly in their own worlds every single day. They don't have time for my beef with Spotify. It doesn't affect everyone. Some people just want to fucking listen to music in a convenient manner. And that's so fair. My whole issue with Spotify and big business and the manipulating of artists and the undercutting of the creative process, it doesn't have to be everyone's war. They'll sympathize with me because they know it's not cool. They'll sympathize. They'll go, that sucks. But I'm kind of more into podcasts anyway, so what do we do? What are we supposed to do with the feelings of frustration that I know arise in everyone? We've all got our personal issues, our personal battles that we face, the things that frustrate us, the many injustices that we feel that we face every fucking day. What are we supposed to do with those feelings of hopeless, useless, frustration, feelings of being unable to do anything about it? What do we do? How do we get over that?